What if I told you that your grocery store is actually a pharmacy in disguise? Most people have no idea that the foods they are eating every day are either supporting their health or gradually working against it. And here is what's fascinating. The average grocery store stocks over 40,000 items, but only 10% of them are actually real food that your body recognizes as truly nourishing. The difference between these two is not just calories or tastes. It is the difference between sending your body clear, supportive signals or confusing messages that can lead to inflammation and low energy. I have always been interested in how food affects our well-being. Over the years, I have discovered some incredible connections between what we eat and how we feel. Today, I'm sharing 5 practical, actionable tips about food as medicine that can help transform how you shop and eat. These are not about restrictive diets or expensive superfoods. They are straightforward approaches anyone can use to make better choices at the grocery store and in the kitchen. And stick around for the 4th tip about your spice cabinet. It might completely change how you look at those jars sitting in your pantry. The food industry has made healthy eating seem complicated and confusing, but I promise you, after watching this video, you will have clear, practical strategies that can make a real difference in how you feel. Let me take you through the journey I wish someone had guided me through years ago. From how to decode labels to maximizing the medicine already in your kitchen. Let's start where most of us begin our food journey, standing confused in the grocery store aisle, trying to figure out what to buy. Here is a simple decoder for reading food labels that change everything for me. If the ingredient list has items you would not find in a normal kitchen, think twice. Let's talk about becoming a food label detective. This was truly game-changing for me. When you look at ingredient list, there is a simple rule I use. If it contains item you would not find in a normal kitchen, think twice about putting it in your body. Let me give you an example. Many so-called healthy products contain things like natural flavors, maltodextrin, soy lecithin, and other ingredients most of us cannot even pronounce. These are essentially sending your body confusing signal it does not know how to process properly. Compare those foods to the foods with ingredients you recognize, things you could actually buy and use in your own kitchen. These kind of foods provide clear information to your body and your body knows exactly how to handle. And here is the game changer most people miss. The order of ingredients matters tremendously. They are listed by weight, so whatever is first is what the product contains most of. For example, healthy bar, whole grain healthy bar sounds great, and as a first ingredient you will see whole grain oats in the ingredients list. But look at the second and third ingredients. They are usually various forms of sugar hidden under different names. This is not a healthy food. It's basically candy bar wearing healthy food clothing. This simple awareness was the first step in my journey. Just being able to quickly scan a label and decide yes or no made my shopping so much easier. It's like having an X-ray vision in the grocery store. You do not need to memorize hundreds of ingredients. Just ask yourself, could I buy this ingredient and use it in my kitchen? If the answer is no for most items on the list, that's your signal to look for a better option. Once you filter out these processed foods with unrecognizable ingredients, the next step is maximizing nutrition from real foods. This is where color becomes your guide. You have probably heard "eat the rainbow" before, but here is what most people do not know. The deeper and richer the color, the more medicinal compounds that food contains. These both count as eating your greens, but the darker one has significantly more antioxidants and beneficial compounds. Same with berries. The darker the blue or purple, generally more beneficial compounds they have. Here is something fascinating I discovered. Those slightly bitter or astringent taste in foods that we often try to avoid. Those are usually the medicinal compounds. I remember when I first learned this, I started deliberately seeking out the deepest colored vegetables and fruits I could find. And I began appreciating those slightly bitter flavors, knowing that they are actually good for me. So next time you are shopping, do not just get different colors. Get the deepest, richest colors you can find. Your body will thank you. Now that you know what to buy, let's talk about how to combine foods to maximize their benefit. This was a complete revelation for me. Did you know that certain nutrients are fat soluble? Take turmeric, for example. If you are just adding it to water or eating without any fat, you are only absorbing about 3% of its incredible anti-inflammatory compounds. But pair it with a black pepper and some healthy fats like olive oil or avocado, and suddenly your absorption jumps to nearly 2000% more. I used to eat all these superfoods and wonder why I was not feeling any different. Turns out I was not absorbing most of their benefits. Another game changer is vitamin C with iron-rich foods. If you are eating plant-based iron sources like spinach or lentils, adding vitamin C foods like lemon juice or bell peppers can triple the iron you absorb. I started creating these strategic food pairings about 2 years ago, and the difference in my energy levels was noticeable within weeks. Now I automatically think about food combinations rather than individual ingredients. Here are some powerful pairs to try. Leafy greens with olive oil, tomatoes with olive oil, turmeric with black pepper and fats like avocado or olive oil, iron-rich foods with vitamin C. Just one strategic pairings at each meal can make a huge difference. Now let's talk about the most overlooked medicine cabinet in your home, your spice rack. Most people do not realize that the most powerful medicinal foods might be already sitting in your spice cabinet. These are not just flavor enhancers, they are concentrated plant medicine. Turmeric with black pepper is one we have all heard about, right? But did you know that cinnamon helps regulate your blood sugar, or that oregano has more antioxidants than most fruits and vegetables? Here is what blew my mind. Dry herbs and spices are like concentrated medicine. Just half a teaspoon of dried oregano has the antioxidant equivalent of a cup of spinach. I remember when I first learned this, I looked at my spice rack and thought, I have had a pharmacy in my kitchen this whole time and I didn't even know about it. The trick is to use these spices daily, not just occasionally. I started adding cinnamon to my coffee, mixed herbs to my eggs, making sure I was using at least 2 to 3 different spices in every dinner I cooked. One super easy way to do this, I made this mixed spice blend with about 10 different medicinal herbs and spices. I just put a little bit on almost everything I eat. Simple but powerful. The final piece of the puzzle, and this ties everything together, is understanding that food is not just feeding you. It's feeding the trillions of beneficial bacteria in your gut that influence everything from your immune system to your mood. Here is something not enough people know. About 80% of your plate should be plant foods. But this is the part people miss. Within those plant foods, aim for at least 30 different plant species each week. I know that sounds like a lot, but hear me out. Each different plant food feeds different beneficial bacteria in your gut. It's not about eating huge amount of each food. Even small amounts of different plants count. So like if you make a salad with mixed greens, there are already several right there. Add some nuts, seeds, a couple vegetables, maybe some herbs. Boom, you'll already got 10 plus plant foods in one meal. When I started doing this, I used to think I ate a very diet. But when I actually counted, I was eating the same 15-20 foods over and over. And once I pushed to 30 plus different plant foods weekly, my digestion improved dramatically within just a few weeks. Are you thinking, this seems overwhelming? I get it. Start by just counting how many different plant foods you are currently eat in a week. Just being aware of it is the first step. Then maybe add 2 to 3 new ones each week until you build up. I actually keep a little checklist on my fridge now and make it a game. Trying to reach 30 different plant foods each week. It's become fun to experiment with new ingredients I might not have tried otherwise. So there you have it, 5 actionable steps that transform how you think about food as medicine. Decode food labels, look for recognizable ingredients. Shop for deepest, richest color foods. Pair foods strategically for maximum nutrition absorption. Use everyday spices as powerful medicine. Aim for 30 plus different plant foods weekly for gut health. Did you notice how these tips build on each other? First, you learn what to avoid, then what to buy, then how to combine foods, then how to enhance them with spices, and finally, how to ensure maximum diversity for your gut health. This journey is not about perfection, it's about progress. Even implementing just one of these tips can make a noticeable difference in how you feel. Remember, every bite of food is sending information to your body. When you start seeing your grocery store as a pharmacy and your kitchen as a place of healing, everything changes. I would love to know which of these tips resonated with you the most and which one do you think you will try first. Let me know in the comments. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.